At Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Detroit Lions. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for Najee Harris. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They'll run with Harris. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On first down, it's Haskins. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On 1st and 10, Goff. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. Play action. It's Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Detroit. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 14-yard line. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one. And this guy would certainly fit that bill as that was one heck of a run there. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. These two teams all tied after 1. Goff on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He finds an opening past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. They'll try the air now with Goff. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. On first down, it's Goff. This is Bell on the dump off. That catch good for only a couple.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Goff now looks to throw. He'll check it down to Bell. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They go ahead and snap it. Goff trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off play action. Here's Goff. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. From the gun, here's Goff. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. 3rd down here.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Goff throwing again. Flushed, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, time, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Goff looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Popular down near the goal line, quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now here's a throw that's complete, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Haskins. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Haskins to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Haskins. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a fourth down. Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Goff.
They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break here. Goff. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got this down to the 35. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you just look at it and say, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works. But he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action. It's Goff. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Out of the gun. Goff. Flush to his right. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He's got it at the 15. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Again, Goff. Rolling to his right. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now here's another carry for Harris. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Check, 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 check. 13, Mike 13. Watch the run, watch the run. Mike 13, Mike 13.
Looking to throw, Haskins.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it, sure. He can do what we just saw right there, catch it, and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. Off play action. Here's Goff. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To the air again. Goff. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Breshad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Haskins to throw it. Open man completes it to Claypool. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now it's Haskins.
A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the 1st.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions, they're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Goff now looks to throw.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Desmond King picks it. This one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Goff. That escapes the sack. And his throw is incomplete. Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Touchdown! Tyrell Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run again with Harris. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 197 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Tyler Lockett
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Haskins going to try to throw it.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.